Hi, my name is Nat, amateur radio call sign W8NAT, and today I'm doing a follow-up video on my virtual ham shack tour. I recently did a video showing my ham shack, and it included I'll put a link up here, that included showing off a certain degree of messiness, which I was a little proud of even. Well, I bought a couple things to help me organize things better. And the first of these is going to be very obvious as I pull back here. I got a riser for my monitors. Here's a big picture, or an attempt at it. The riser stands about 18 inches tall, and that gives me room underneath for my HF radio, my power supply, and on this side, my behind my trackball, my speaker, which is an external speaker that's going to my VHF UHF radio, which has a separate body, which we'll see in a minute. I've got my keyer for CW, which I still suck at, and a little USB fan for when I get hot, which is more often than I like. And there's some spare USB wires and a view to the mayhem in the back, which again we'll look at in a second. And I've mounted the head for the VHF UHF radio over here. Roll up paper towel is just there because it's there. And here's my desk mic. That's going to the VHF UHF unit. And over here's my antenna switcher for the HF side. That goes between my half-wave end fed and my 6-band trap vertical. Anyway, up here is the same computer that was in the other video. It's the same two monitors, but now they're laid out in a way that's much nicer for me. They can fit side to side. There's no gap between them. The computer isn't crammed up against one of them. There's also enough room for the USB cable between the computer and the radio to work without being tight. Got some external speakers. Still have my little headphones. And I still have the netbook over here, which I'm mostly using for work. It's no longer on top of the radio. And there's a box of tissue still. The stand that was holding the radio before is now turned sideways, which has helped me get some horizontal space on the table for the big rig. And behind the netbook, you see a microphone boom, but it doesn't hold a microphone. It's currently holding an iPhone, which I've used to film a couple of things. And now that you've seen that, and the front looking neat, I'm going to show you the evil, dark secret of all of this. The front looks all right, but a little edit here shows back here, lots of mess of wires. This is very me. But what you'll see is that the other thing that I bought that helped me organize all this is a power pole distribution unit. It's called a Rig Runner. It's by West Mountain Radio. And it came with 6 power pole connectors pairs. So I was able to hook up all of my gear to use this. I got one with 5 ports. And the main port goes to the back of the power supply. And I'm running everything else off of this. So it's all coming off the back of the power supply instead of all kinds of wires and stuff happening on the front side of it too. So I've got my main radio, and it also drives the VHF UHF radio and that MFJ antenna switch that I use for the waterfall display with my SDR play, which is sitting there. And the gray box behind that is a 1-to-1 line isolator. And way back in the corner is the actual VHF UHF radio that the head connects to. And it's way back there so you can't hear the fan. So behind the scenes, I still kind of have a mess of wires. It's not very organized, but it's just that much more organized enough that this workstation is lovely to work with. And so I just wanted to show you that. Partially to show off what I did, but also to say something like this riser can really make a big difference. This was $36 including delivery. It can really help get you organized, and a power distribution unit for power poles or an MFJ one with the screw-on connectors, anything like that can really help make a difference with the cables too. But the biggie here is that I got the monitors up, and I was able to redistribute my equipment much nicer. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to show you that. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm still a slob. And until next time, 7-3, and we'll see you, or you'll see me, next time.